Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out. Pleasure to be in the company of former undisputed world champion Josh Taylor. Josh, want to get straight into the boxing topics. I wonder if any offers have come your way to return to the ring, maybe not in a full conventional boxing sense, but a bare knuckle boxing. You know, that bare knuckle are looking for fighters. They offered Liam Smith something, I believe. Anything come your way?
Nah, nothing's come my way. I'm not interested. My fighting days are over. Health's more important than having a fight and earning a couple of quid. You know, obviously I was wrestling with the fact, yeah, well, I'll come back and have a fight, and because you're fucking bored at the end of the day. And I still have got. It's not like I know I lost my last 3 fights. My form wasn't great, but it's not as if I was finished. Do you know what I mean? It was like I could come back and fight again, but then what's the point? You know, it'd be for an insignificant fight. Money wouldn't be great, and be risking my health and my eye. You know, that was the reason I retired in the first place. You know, because I had that news with my eye. You know, I was like, nah, I'm not playing the lottery with my health, especially something as precious as your eyesight. So, what's the point in even thinking about it? You know, it'd be different if it maybe a shoulder or an elbow could come back no problem. You know, and put them wrongs right, which I believe I could have done. But it's shoulda, woulda, coulda, and at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's been done and dusted. That's gone. You let it go now.
A lot of years of hard graft, a lot of knowledge inside your head. Do you think about coaching? Is that something you think you'd like to pass on the knowledge that you have?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind sort of helping out. I don't know if I would become a coach full time, but yeah, I wouldn't mind helping out in the gym and helping out with some of the fighters and things like that. You know, for the time being, I want to kind of have a little bit of. Man, you don't rule it out. I mean, suppose you never know. You never know, but because when I do go into the gym, I do end up coaching, and I end up in the gym for hours, helping guys and girls, just young kids in the boxing at the gym. I help everyone, and I end up being there for hours. So you never know, because I do enjoy it. But the way I'm looking at it right now is spent my whole adult life in a gym, not been able to enjoy myself really. You know, going on holidays, doing this, doing that with my pals. They're all away doing this, doing that, and everything. I've never had the chance to enjoy it and kind of do what I want to do for a little while, like other hobbies, motorbikes and all that kind of stuff. Never had the chance to do it, so for the time being, I'm kind of just unwinding from that sort of, I call it quite a regimented lifestyle was what I lived. You know, I was very routine and very kind of, regimented lifestyle. You know, it was all the same every day, mundane, up, train, eat, sleep, train, repeat, the old saying. You know, that's all it was. So I'm kind of just relaxing and unwinding at the minute, spending a little bit of time, little luxuries in life I've not been able to do that people take for granted, you know.
Glad you're enjoying that. I wanted to ask you about a lot of shifting sands within boxing right now, and it seems like the belts are being chipped away in terms of their significance with Zuffa boxing coming into play.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that at all. Nah, I'm not interested in that. I'll stick with the conventional boxing, you know. What is he going to do? He was talking about changing the rules and everything and the shapes. So, no, mate, stay in UFC, fuck off. You know, to put it bluntly, stay in UFC and pay your fighters more money.
Yeah, because obviously you secured legacy chasing those belts. Zuffa boxing title, if you were active, wouldn't appeal to you at all?
Not interested. Not one single bit. No. No, absolutely not. Unless it was for absolutely astronomical amount of money, then maybe, yeah. Because you're a prize fighter at the end of the day. So if you're getting offered stupid money to fight for a Mickey Mouse belt, then you'd take it, wouldn't you?
So why do you think fighters are being drawn to Dana White's model then right now?
I'm not sure, but I've not saw anyone that's been drawn to it.
Usyk apparently is in talks with Zuffa.
Well, that's probably, he's going to be getting the point I've just made, probably getting offered insane amount of money. If that's the case, then why not? But nah, it's not for me. It's not a traditional boxing belt, is it?
On to this weekend's action, Nick Ball versus Brandon Figueroa. I asked Brandon Figueroa how long he'd been in the UK. He said he'd been here since last Thursday. Is that enough time to acclimatise from...
Where does he say he's from again?
I think he's from America, California, maybe, I believe.
California he's from?
I believe so.
If it's California and he's only been here that amount, it's not a long time to acclimatise and adjust to the jet lag. But if it's New York or wherever it is he's from, it's only 5 hours. You'd go to bed later on or later on at night and you're adjusted for the first night, that's you straight away. So depending on it is where he's from, really. But yeah. That's it, yeah. So if it's from the West Coast, like California or whatever, yeah, you need a bit more time than that. But if it's just from New York, you only need a day or two.
Is the height advantage a disadvantage? How does it come to play in the fight?
Yeah, I think it can be an advantage, but the way he fights, he sort of likes to fight and up tight and close, so that can play into Nick Ball's hands because he's a shorter guy, and with Figueroa then fighting short, that means Ball hasn't then got the obstacle of getting past them long levers. So it's got the makings of being an interesting fight rather than a boxing match, which is good.
Last weekend we saw Shakur Stevenson defeat Teofimo Lopez. It wasn't that interesting a fight. Maybe for a fighter like yourself, you probably saw what wasn't happening, which is also quite interesting on that deeper level. But Teofimo Lopez, a lot of people wanted more from him. For my eye, it seemed like he didn't have the ideas in the ring. Can you break it down? What did Teofimo Lopez not do in the ring?
He tried, he just got shut down straight away. And I know it sounds silly coming from me as he did beat me, but he's not that great a boxer. He really isn't that great at boxing. He's athletic and he's strong and he's quite explosive, but he's not that great at boxing. I mean, for the first 6 rounds, it was easy for me in terms of boxing. After 4, my legs started to go due to the injury with the plantar fascia tendon. I couldn't do any fucking running at all for that fight. I mean, the only running I could do was 4 sessions on the curved treadmill sprints. That's all I done for the running. So that's why after 4 my legs went, got there, fucking couldn't sleep and all that. But that's a fucking different story, right? Enough about that. He beat me at the end of the day and that's it. But no, he really isn't that great a boxer. He was pretty easy to pick off and catch coming in with me. But yeah, Shakur, that's all he needed to do was stay patient, and that's what he did. And it was easy for him, real easy.
Did Shakur show greatness? Because for me, I thought he just kept it basic. He didn't throw 3s or 4s or 5s. He just kept it really.
Yeah, he just kept it basic. Held his feet, kept his range, kept his long range, and yeah, easy. And kept behind that front jab, and Teo couldn't get past it. So yeah, his jab was really good. His jab was on point. Yeah, he was really scoring well with that jab.
The microscope is firmly placed upon Lopez Sr. for his instructions, which just didn't really seem to say anything about how to change a fight as opposed to maybe motivating his fighter. Yeah. Were those instructions lacking from what you saw?
Well, I was sitting in the hotel bar in Newcastle after the Josh fight, so I never heard what was being said, so I can't really make a comment on it.
Who do you think beats Shakur Stevenson at that weight or higher? Does he have to go up a weight to find a competitor?
No, you've got Joe Cordino there. That's a great fight. I think that's a fantastic fight to be made. And Joe's been shouting about that fight for a while as well. So, yeah, I think that would be a good, interesting fight to make next for Shakur.
Terence Crawford has since retired. A lot of people feel that he's left a bit on the plate. He could have maybe picked up a bit more money, had a couple more fights, but a one-time potential rival of himself.
They got like 40 million from Turkey, Sheikh and all that. Yeah. So what's he got to do? What left's he got to do? Is 3-weight undisputed world champion. Why? Why risk your health and for a little bit more money? You've made 40 million in that last fight. What do you need? What do you need to keep fighting for? You're 3-weight undisputed world champion, 40-0. What's there left to prove? Like, go off and enjoy your life and go enjoy that money. That's fair play to him, yeah.
Lastly, a bit of fun. I don't know if you saw Ben Davison's post. It caused a bit of a stir. He said it wasn't that big of a deal, but he put out a picture of him with pads with Muhammad Ali, which has drawn a bit of attraction. I don't know if you saw that.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw the picture. So what? It's maybe a dream I have that he would love to have trained Muhammad Ali or worked with him. So what? So like that. Why can't someone think like that or be like, imagine that, and I would have loved that. So why? What's wrong with that? So I don't see any problems with it.
Wicked. Josh, great conversation. Really appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing you more this weekend. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out.